Atlanta Records? For what? Singing what? Okay. So you know Navy and Atlantic Records ain't gonna work, right?
You can't do both.
So you can't do both. You're gonna have to choose one because the government, they're not sharing. Nor are they Susan. They're not Sharon or Susan. Okay? How I know? I was in the Marine Corps. He's in the Army. Are they sharing? Is the federal government sharing her? No.
So I don't know. It's a change since then. They might share.
They
let them have cell phones and stuff now. We couldn't even have cell phones.
They said they got cell
It's true.
phones
It's
now.
true.
For real, they let them have cell phones now.
You couldn't have it back in the day. But that's wrong. But generally, they're not sharing. So you got to make a decision if it's going to be Atlantic Records or is it going to be the military.
What make you say you're about to sign with Atlantic Records? Because somebody told you could sing, or have you had a meeting with a representative, an A&R rep from Atlantic Records?
I have a recruiter he's coming from more than $5.
Sing something right now. Let me hear it. I don't care what it is. Mary had a little lamp. You can't be. What you covering your mouth for if you about to sing in front of American Idol? What's the problem? You need to just bust out. Tell me, sing something, Pastor. Say it. Oh, baby, loving Jesus is all that's on my mind. See, that's how that works. Hit it.
That's all. I like that. Oh, baby.
She ain't need a microphone. It ain't gonna work. You ain't gonna make it as a star. I ain't being no false prophet. But you got to be able to give the people what they come for on a dime. Ain't no second chances. At the Apollo, they boo you. Too late now. It's over. I'm on to the next thing. What were you saying?
So I want to give y'all some stuff to write down. Y'all ready?
Yeah, y'all ready?
All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all got your notes. If you got a cell phone, put it in your note. Put your notes on your cell phone. I want y'all to look at it all day, every day this week. I want y'all to give y'all some stuff I want y'all to think about. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? A dream is only a dream until you put it on paper. A dream is only a dream until you put it on paper.
Y'all go to Matthew chapter 6 after you're done writing for us.
Y'all hear me? A dream is only a dream until you put it on paper. This is along the lines of what she's talking about. A dream is only a dream until you put it on paper. Y'all got that? Number 2. Y'all ready? When you put it on paper, you have to write out a plan to get there. When you put it on paper, you have to write out a plan to get there.
It's called steps to manifestation of my vision. Steps to manifestation of my dream. Steps to manifestation.
What's your plan?
What is your plan?
How to get there? My songstress, my soloist. You got to understand how to get there. Because in the music industry, they offer you a lot of promises. They'll make you a whole lot of promises. Do you have a lawyer? Do you have a manager? Do you have a manager? Does your manager have a lawyer?
An entertainment lawyer specifically.
Lawyer specifically. So who's watching out for your best interests? Okay. I need you to understand something. Because I was in that field too. Just to share some with you to help you out. I got hooked up with a manager in Florida. I didn't have a lawyer. I wish I did. Because for 5 years I couldn't sing nowhere. I couldn't even sing in church for 5 years. I couldn't cut my hair without my manager's permission. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't change the way I was dressed. I couldn't go nowhere without his permission. I couldn't poop without his permission. For 5 years. There was only one thing that overrode that contract, and that was the Marine Corps. Because the government ain't sharing. You understand what I'm saying to you? So it's very imperative, very important that you understand you have to protect you. That needs to be a part of your plan. What are you doing to protect you?
When it comes to the manifestation of vision, or it comes to the manifestation of your dream, you have to have a support system in place. You have to have firm faith in place. And typically, you have to have operational capital in place. So first, before you come writing down your big dream, once you've written down your big dream, who's going to help you get there? Who exactly do you need to help you get there? Because it's very, very hard to do everything by yourself. Wouldn't life be much easier for you if you had an apprentice? It would for all of us. Having that assistant, having that support system, having the oversight. You need mentorship. You need someone above you who's not emotionally attached to your vision or your dream, so they can tell you the truth, because it's not based on how they feel. It's based on the facts that they're evaluating, what they're assessing, or what they're seeing. And you need somebody that is superior to you in the sense of they're your subordinate. It's inferior, not inferior in any other way other than they're your subordinate. You give them directives, you give them instruction, whether it be an internship or just a paid hired help. We need help to do what God has called us to do. I don't care who it is. This church, all y'all sitting here, thank y'all. We would be able to do what we need to do if y'all didn't get up and show up. And some of you, it's the first time, but for most of you, you've been helping us build the vision. You've been helping us work the stadiums. You've been helping us do what God has called us to do in this region. But now there's more that we haven't touched that we got to touch. So we need more hands. We need more faithful people. Some people come just for the money. They pursue Jesus just for the fish and the loaves of bread. They don't want change. They don't care about salvation. Some people think they're so young, I got time. You know what I read? I don't look at the articles about the old people that die. I pay attention to the people who are your age that are being gunned down. That little 14-year-old boy that was killed by his brother, his 15-year-old brother last week, that bothered me. It bothered me. Because one got a Christmas present, the other one didn't. They were arguing, and it just carried on. So it was more than a week ago. That was 2-3 weeks ago. It's two different. There's two different incidents.
Oh wow.
See, so it's imperative that you.
The one you're talking about, he shot the sister while he was trying to shoot the brother, and he shot the brother.
Yeah. I'm
talking about this boy stabbed his brother to death. Same scenario. They were arguing over gifts. No, the one she's talking about, they were arguing over who got the most. These two were arguing because the gift belonged to him and he was playing on the game. The gift was given to the brother that killed the other brother. It wasn't given to that brother that was playing it. And he kept telling him to get off his game. They got to fight and it just carried on and on. Now he's dead. I don't believe they were saved. They know nothing about God, the church, none of that. When I was young, because I'm old now, but when I was young, I thought I had more time. But now I'm realizing folk in my age group dropping like flies. Y'all see how many pastors died just this week? How many of those rest in heaven, rest in peace, you got your wings on Facebook this week? God showed me the first week of December. There was going to be, some preachers dying. Before the end of the year, big names, and it started happening. And people said, oh, wow, you sure a prophet. I didn't say that. I'm not doing that to prove I'm a prophet. I want you to prepare your hearts. There is a changing of the guards. And I've been saying this for I don't know how long, 6-8 months. There is a real changing of the guards, and people think it's just in the church. No, it's across the spectrum of leadership, global leadership. If you are a leader in any capacity, in corporate America, in your household, in ministry, in business, there is a changing of the guards, and there is a wealth transfer that's happening again. God has given us another chance. There is a wealth transfer that's happening, but the church is asleep because they still come to church just to say they went instead of coming to get the tools and the knowledge needed to succeed in life and to change.
So it's very important that you guys have a goal, have a goal. What's your goal? What is your outcome? What is your vision? Somebody said, what is your vision?
What is your vision?
What's your vision? Your dream is just a dream until you put it on paper. Well, the minute you put it on paper, now you have a vision.
And once you identify the help that you need and you connect with them, now you have to be able to share your vision with them in a manner that they understand.
So they can help you be accountable to your vision.
I need y'all to get this. I don't care what it is. Food truck, you already got helpers. You already got staff. I ain't trying to be funny. You already got staff. You already got somebody else to work the food kitchen. The window, you got one that's old enough. You got one to just keep track of inventory. He can't be in the truck with you, but he can count. Mom, you got 200 bottles of water. I just sell that. That's it. You need to order some more. Got an inventory clerk. He can't count, but he can carry stuff. So now you got a warehouse transportation assistant, product transport assistant, expediter. Y'all get where I'm going? Y'all got the whole holy grail.
You got the football team, the basketball team, the soccer team.
And both of y'all can cook. If y'all did anything with food, y'all would flourish because you taught all your kids how to cook.
Then you know who UPS is, right? UPS.
UPS.
UPS. UPS.
Your mama talk like this, baby, so I know she can make some good jumbo and jambalaya, baby. Jumbo gumbo.
Gumbo.
You know the stuff with the shrimp and the beans and that's how she talk, baby.
I love it.
You can look at her upside her head just on this part right here and can tell she can throw down the Hefkin bust pie. It says it on her face. But you know what? You're going to be broke for no reason if you miss this opportunity. The wealth portal is open. The wealth portal is open again. 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 I don't prophesy money. The wealth portal is open again. 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 I don't prophesy money and stuff until I hear it from the Lord. The wealth portal is the portal that will literally transition you to a wealthy place quickly. That portal is open again. But you got to give God something to work with.
Now,
something he can multiply. What's in your hand?
I want to say this to y'all. In the midst of all of this, somebody say in the midst of all of that.
In the midst of all that.
You got to keep the main thing the main thing.
You gotta keep the main thing.
Gotta keep the main thing the main thing.
Bakari, you got to keep the main thing the main thing. What's the main thing?
Jesus.
You got to keep Jesus the main thing. Because you can have it all and still lose your soul.
Like that's what Cat Williams been talking about right now.
You can still have it all and still lose your soul. Christ has to remain the main thing. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Listen, Lynn told you our friend passed on yesterday. Hurt our hearts. We really, because we were close to him. We were very close to him. But one thing we know, he kept the main thing the main thing.
We knew he was saved.
We knew he was saved. We knew where he was going. There was no doubt in our minds what was his end result. We want to say that about every last one of them. We want to make. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it real with all of y'all. Even though I'm a pastor, every day I'm checking me. Every day I'm checking me. You can't pastor and not check you every day. You can't pastor. You can't, even as a believer, if you're living the life of a believer and you're not checking you every day, you need to go back to the altar. You really need to go to the altar if you're not checking you and you say you're saved. You should be checking you every day. And why? It's not that I don't believe that I'm saved. I just want to make sure my hands are clean. I want to make sure that I'm doing people right. And, I hear things. My wife, and some of y'all think that I'm the greatest thing on the world in sliced bread, but I know who I am. I know me. I know my flaws. I know my shortcomings. I know what I'm wrestling with daily. And I don't pretend. You may not see it, but I see it. And I ain't no fool. So if I'm checking me every day, guess what? Every last one of y'all need to check you. What? Every day. Because guess what? Y'all gonna have children. For those who do have children, they're looking at you. For those who are aspiring to have kids, they're gonna be looking at you. And what do you want them to say about you? What do you want them to say about you when you look at your life? My wife gave me some information the other day, and I'm still trying to deal with it, about how one of my grandkids look at me. I'm still finding that hard to deal with. Why? Because I know my flaws. I know my shortcomings. I'm not the perfect poppy. Don't say that.
Superman.
And then I have a wife who thinks I can do everything. I can put something together, put it all together.
You're a good cook.
Grandson,
You can fry chicken nuggets with pancakes.
Get back on that grill, please.
You know, so I try to be, baby. I try to be. But I had some missteps in that. You hear what I'm saying? And you guys got to understand that it is the will of the Father that I be an example before you. Ladies, I try to be an example before you of a good husband. Why? Because there's not a lot of men out there being good husbands. There's not a lot of men out there being good boyfriends.
Right.
so, oh, what you looking at for? You ain't no good boyfriend. You ain't no good boyfriend. There's not a lot of us out there being good boyfriends. Y'all hear me? So I try to be an example to Lynn. You know why? That's my vision. That's my goal. I want y'all to have what I had. When my grandfather was alive, he was married to my grandmother 52 years. I had an example of how to take care of your woman, how to make sure she was always smiling. Smile. Yeah. She always made me smile. I get to make her smile today. And she always, so I got 52 years of experience. I got all of that, and I was able to bring it over to this marriage. Was I married once before? You bet your bottom dollar I was married once before. But God is faithful. Somebody say, God is faithful.
God is faithful.
God is faithful. You deserve better.
And see, let me just tell you this. Y'all ain't gonna like it, but it's gonna help you if you can receive it. I'm only talking about the people that want to receive. Ladies, you haven't found your mister yet. It's 2024. Men are not looking for chicks to take care of in 2024. They're really looking for chicks that they can build with, that they can grow with, that's bringing something to the table other than sweet conversation and vagina. And so, no matter how good you can cook or clean or how fine you are, there are 50,000 chicks that fit that criteria. And they're all single, putting their boobies out there on Instagram and tweets. So watch this. You gotta stop.
The TikTok.
Yeah, the tweets. And then the thing where the Instagram and the thing where they send a picture of the booty in the mail, Snapchat. But they don't have husbands. The men are marrying the fat chicks, the chicks with raggedy teeth, the chicks that's cooking, the chicks that don't go to the club, that don't have bikini bodies. That's who's getting wifed. You know why? A big mom know how to make a biscuit. Hate to say it. A man on God. And that came from a man. A grown man is concurring what I'm saying. Just because she got big booty, they selling them now.
That's how my first wife got me. I ain't gonna lie.
Don't say first, just say X.
The last wife.
Just say X.
The last ex-wife.
Yeah, because she X.
She's X.
Ain't no next. just an ex.
She's an ex. Amen. Amen, Jesus. Amen.
As I was saying. Yeah. Come bring it up.
That's how I'm just being real. That's being real. That's how she got me, with the food.
And she was fine. She was attractive. I don't hate like that. If you got it going on, you got it going on. She had it going on back then. He showed me some pictures. Now, when I met her, some changes had to happen. But the pictures that he showed me, I see how he got caught up. She was attractive. She spoke intellectually, and she could cook. She had kids when he met her. You ain't got no kids. You wonder why you ain't been married. The man be like, I want some kids. She might not be fertile. She ain't got none. I don't know if she can produce. But a woman that got some kids and a man ain't got none, well, I know she fertile. Let me see how she taking care of the ones she got. Is she gonna do right by me with my junior? So now, why am I going down this pathway? Why am I going down this road? You're looking for the wrong thing. On the way back home, we were listening to this Shirley Strawberry call. Y'all young people are not interested in what the old people do, but I'll just humor you because everybody in this church is young, and now what are y'all, 40 years old? Oh, he's exactly 40. All right, okay, I'll take it back. You're still young. And so
Young puppy.
Steve Harvey introduced one of his co-hosts to this lady, to this guy. She married the guy. Come to find out, the guy got all kinds of charges, all types of accusations against him. I'm not going to go into all of that detail. But my point was, for a while, when he got locked up, she was demonetized. So she was like, I'm going to ride. Oh, you don't know what demonetized is? Yeah, right. I'll punch you in your face and ask Jesus to forgive me. So she was like, I'm going to ride for you, and I'm going to hold you down. I'm going to have your back, and all of this. Come to find out, it's looking like he's guilty of all the stuff he was accused of. They just ain't proved it yet. And right? He got 2 or 3 chicks on the side. There's been public phone calls. His private jail conversations with his side chicks have been brought public on YouTube. So now the wife has got to listen to him talk under the clothes of one of his side chicks and talk about how sexy the other side chick is. And he expected her to still be there and keep her money on his book. So he trying to manipulate the wife because the wife is the one making $500,000 a year. The side chicks ain't got no but booty and conversation. You understand what I'm saying? He listened. So now he talk all type of crap behind her back on those other calls. When he get on the phone with her, she's in love and how's your day? And I'm not trying to mess up your day. And I'm not trying to. She says it's too late for that. Why am I telling y'all this? Men know which side their bread is buttered on. He's stupid. He out there messing with side chicks, younger women, and all that stuff. But who is he coming back to? You got to have something. Now, my husband worked to pay all the bills. I don't want to sound like a hypocrite. I'm going to be sleeping and scratching for tomorrow. I ain't got to get up and go get it and come back with it. El Negro's going to do that. And if he get hit by a bread truck tomorrow, he got some insurance to make sure I'm good. God forbid. I'd rather have him than to have the money. I would. I'd rather have him than to have the money. I'd rather have him than to have the money right now. 10 years from now, I don't know. Let's just kid. It's a joke. I didn't. It was a joke. I don't know how I'm going to feel 10 years from now. I may not be in love with you like I am now. I pray I am. But I might just be like,
I repeat that in the name of Jesus. What was the end point?
I'm sick of him. No, just kidding. No, we are marriage counselors. Hopefully, I'm joking. That's a poor taste joke. I pluck it up out of the air. So hopefully hopefully, but no, it's not about that. I'm a prophet. There's certain things I shouldn't even release out of my mouth. And so I pluck that up. But I want you guys to because God knows I don't know what I would do if something happened to you. Oh, let me come on back right here. Because there's no other man in the world that can do what he do for me, with me.
Right.
I like to joke and have fun, but I pluck that up. Because I don't mean that. It's no amount of money that can replace or add value in my life that'll even come close to what he does and who he is. And I'm thankful. I'm thankful you love me enough to put out that insurance. But he didn't just get it. He's had it for years. So if I was up to no good, I'm just keeping it real. He's taking care of me for years. We've been together 20 years. But I just, for a moment, I'm joking. I just, for a moment, had a flash of what my life would be like if I didn't have him.
Yeah. Right, reality. I said that's the hard reality.
It's good. I'm sorry I needed it. I was joking, being too relaxed, and it's not okay. He does. He takes really good care of me. But I've taken care of him, and I'm capable of taking care of him now if I have to.
Right.
In these 20 years, there have been years where he didn't work at all. I worked. I paid all the bills. What he's doing now, I've done. So I think that's why he knows I'm not with him for his money. But one time, it was getting too much for him. And he said, honey, these bills overtaking me. It's too much. I need you to go back to work. That was, I think, 2008 or somewhere in there. 2012. I don't remember. And I went back to work. And we got the bills under control and we got our savings in a decent place. Man, I'm so sorry. I even joked like that. That's not okay. And I need you to please forgive me.
Oh, you're fine. Don't worry about it, babe. Don't worry about it. I know you're tripping.
That's not the point. I've never told a joke like that, and I'm never gonna do it again. Oh, what
Listen.
would my life be like if God didn't have you here with me?
Let's not talk about it. Let's not think about it. Listen, for time's sake, I wanna talk to all my young people. I'm not talking to the married couples. I'm talking to the young people, the single ones, the ones aspiring to be married.
Talk to us.
You aspire to be married, baby?
Who?
Oh, brother.
Don't listen to him.
You over there holding hands. How you gonna make you say that?
And then she gonna snatch your hair back.
I don't. That don't sound
bro.
You his little boo thing.
How about you? You wanna be married? Carter, you wanna be married, baby?
McCarr is already wife material.
Listen, I'm gonna say this. I want to encourage all of y'all. I need you to hear me.
What y'all laughing at? What I miss?
What is your value system? One of the things I'm realizing with a lot of young girls and a lot of young women, they don't have a value system. Or if they do have a value system, they value the wrong things.
Or they have a value system, but they'll compromise on it if the man is kind of fine.
So I want to share with you. You know, young men, same thing. All my young kids, my teenage girls, put your hands in the air.
If you don't put your paw down,
Stop being teenage you. All right, listen, put your hands down. Listen. Y'all listening to me? All right, I want y'all really pay attention to what I'm saying. Listen, your value system is what's going to produce what you want. Keep this in mind. Whatever the name of the tree is, that is the result you're going to get. You start dating thugs, guess what you're going to have?
a baby thug.
You're going to have thug life. And I wasn't trying to be too pop about it.
I'm talking about her.
I need y'all to listen to me. If you start dating that dude that look like a thug, talk like a thug,
Your husband look like a
act
thug.
like a thug, guess what you're gonna have? You're gonna have all of the results that come with a thug.
He got a whole do-rag
Now, I get
in
it.
church.
I get it. Somebody like me might be boring to some of y'all. But guess what? She's happy. I might be boring, but she's happy.
You're not boring. I've been with somebody that was boring. You're not boring. Trust me.
I try not to.
What he mean is women consider him as a square.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so boring. Oh.
Because I come home,
Yeah.
She plans all the vacations. Whatever vacation she tells me to date, I set my days off to whatever date vacations we go to.
Boring men don't do that.
Right. They don't even leave the house.
Well, you know why they don't leave
Couch
the house?
potato.
Let me explain to you why they don't leave the house. Because they have everything they need at home.
She said, sit back on the couch.
Do y'all get that? Did y'all hear what I said? The reason why those men don't leave the house is because they got
Everything they need at home. And if the women would just realize that.
I don't-
You're not home, but he's not boring.
Y'all listening to what I'm saying?
You know you coming back.
He ain't trying to go down the street to know. He got you.
You can tell when a man is really satisfied because he's not there. He's not looking for a reason to leave. He's not looking for a reason to go outside for anything. If he won't be working, bringing his money home, and he want to look at you, he's satisfied. The time you need to worry is when he's got an excuse to never be there with you. And y'all can't make up your mind. If he was always gone, he always in the street. If he stays home and he doesn't run the street, they got none of my sons. Let me tell you something. None of my sons are whoremongers, and none of my sons run the street. They're satisfied with their wives. They're satisfied being at home. They're friendly with their wives. They know how to laugh and play with their wives. I love it.
The wives be like, let's plan the trip.
Yes. And the husbands are good. Go, baby, go, baby. Go, go, go. Right. It's a good thing. It's so beautiful. My son in loves. I call them just my sons, but they've married my daughters, right? So now Ashton, I don't know, this got to be Ariana, right? Yeah, you a little boo thing. Word has traveled about you. No, it's not like that. Yes, it is. So now listen. So no, because Ashton he had a raggedy chick last time, and now he got a decent kind of, she want to work, she in church, it might work, ain't she cute? She bootlegging though about that singing part, I still don't know, I never even heard Mary had a little like. Now, I heard they say a lot of things. They say I'm a size 6, but what do I look like?
They didn't tell you was a size.
That's the lie I told on my profile. I don't even have an online profile anymore. I only had one my whole life, and she created it when she was 11 or 12 years old on that Match.com. She said, "Mom, you need a husband. You're too amazing to be alone. I'm gonna find you a date." Listen, Bakari, I come home from work, I got 268 emails. And I was like, it must be a glitch. Oh, I saw your profile picture. You're very lovely. I'd like to get to know you better. And I was like, this is weird, because they had BlackPlanet.com. Then y'all might be too young to know anything about that. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, you know about Black Planet?
I know about the BlackPlanet.com.
Yeah.
On the Black Planet.
I was like, there's doctors? I said, oh, he kind of fine. Ooh. I said, Lord, you done answered my prayer, because I was dumb. I ain't know nothing about the internet, right? So I was like, how did you hear about me? Well, I saw your profile. I'm like, what profile? Unmatched. It was Christian Mingle. ChristianMingle.com. That's what it was. On ChristianMingle.com. And I was like,
I went to Christian Mingle because she was a Christian. And I thought they was all men of God.
No, they men of rod. They men of rod, not men of God. They're men of rod. They're men of rod on ChristianMingle.com, not men of God. And so they were truly men of the rod. And so they were trying to lay their rod and their staff on me around. And so, because I was young and my body was snatched, and she put the most provocative picture. On Christian Mingle.
I was like young. I thought it was a cute picture.
Which one? The one with the pink apple?
Yeah.
That's my picture.
Yeah, when I got on tights.
That's my picture.
Y'all see I wear stuff with my booty covered now because my booty big. Christine, picture this. Tight be smaller, a little bit bigger than you, body snatched like Bakari, booty big like Kenya, breast popping almost like Sequoia, stiletto heels on, my real hair was long and waving down my back. I'm like this in the club. Look at Get up off of that floor. What kind of church is this? We got to do better with our lives. So she puts the booty picture. Back in the day, that would have been a thirst trap picture, right? She put this thirst trap picture of the woman of God on ChristianLegal.com. They were all in my, that's why I said they men of the rod. Oh, I love those pants. Hot pink is my new favorite color. If you don't get...
Don't get slapped.
Oh, man.
That's quite ridiculous.
Because
I got that picture in my phone.
Like I told you,
I got that picture in my phone.
I changed it. Okay, I thought I changed everybody. So we'll just pay her for it. Just apologize on my behalf. Y'all make good. So listen to what I'm about to tell you. So listen to what I'm about to tell you. Ladies, if being married is a part of your dreams, stop niggling. Take that thing off your head. Why? If being married is a part of what you, Uncle Bryce finna get you. If being married is a part of what you aspire to do in 2024, you gotta position yourself for it.
You gotta position yourself.
Say, how do I position myself? Come back to church next Sunday for part 2 because we gotta go to state today. To be continued. But I got you. Or maybe tomorrow at Bible study. Oh no, tomorrow we're doing ministers training. So y'all get here tomorrow at 6 o'clock. It is, that's later. But we have ministers training at 6 o'clock. If we get to the other stuff, be prepared. Huh?
I was saying
That's what she said. But you know what? The game doesn't start till 4:30. And the last time we did that and she told us to come at 10, y'all stood out there for an hour and a half, didn't you? You had to come back here and wait.